When you find yourself emotional as a man, bro, you are wrong. When you're thinking emotionally, you are wrong. Every time your two emotions are coming up. But what I feel what? What feelings do you have as a man? It's logic. I feel. Pelaga feelings uko kwa nyanya yako bana. Nobody gives a shit about you. Take your feelings to your nyanya, bro. It's logical. So, if you are going to stand with the truth, that's what I want you men to do. Stand with the truth. What is the truth? Stand with the truth. The truth is, this is what happened. That's the truth. That's it. Not feelings. Not emotions. Not being pumped up by women to go destroy, because that's what women do to you guys. Because wamejua number yenyu. They know your number, so all they come and do is put a small fire under your ass, and now you go screaming like a small girl. Oh my God, we can't believe. You end up looking like a dick. Look at what you did with the Ndisho twins. The Ndisho twins, you guys came and crucified them. But when the real evidence came out, it's like there was crickets. Nobody could hear anything. We were like, where are the people who are talking? I need crickets here. Where are my crickets? Where are the people who are saying anything? Nothing. The Ndisho twins, you watched one video, okay? You went out there and you were screaming. Remember, it was the same incident. I mean, it was a similar incident. You watched one video and you went out, oh my God, this Ndisho twins. Yeah. Oh, like, okay, wait a minute. This is one side of the story. Where is the other side? And I hadn't even watched the other video. I just said, I know in life, there are always two sides to a story. So where's the other side of the story? I need to see it. And people came and said, keep it, how dare you? I'm like, hey, please, maybe I'm not the guy to bring your feelings to. Look for your nyanye somewhere. If she's dead, go to a gravesite and go cry for your nyanye. I am not the guy. Now, where is the other side of the story? That's what I want to see. So when the other side of the story came out, cring. That's my version of crickets. Cring. People were busy. They were busy doing other things. Oh my God, I am busy. I don't have time to look at that. I'll get to it when I get to it. But you couldn't stop yourself from tweeting and saying how they need to be cancelled and thrown in prison. Huh? Hello? Cring. Bro, don't allow yourself to go into punidom. And you see what's going to happen with women? They're going to just start crying, and you will be left there like an idiot. A woman will just start crying. I didn't know what I was doing. And she'll start crying, and then her story disappears. You, as a man, we shall come for you. Now, you dare cry. Because you should have known better. Women are expecting men to lead them, not the other way around. How are you being led by women? Men are supposed to lead and say, hey, women, listen. We as the men are handling this shit. Stop commenting and making noise about it. We got this. The same way you cannot allow your wife to beat your kids in front of you. How? Hey, I got this. Whatever needs to happen here, let me know. I know how to deal with it. Now you guys are allowing your women to whip. Hey, where is my almost towel? Hey. Men, take charge, bro. Take charge of situation and say, hey, see, we're not going to close down a business for what? Hey, see. We shall talk with the business owner, find out what happened. Look at the CCTV footage, do some investigations, and then come back with a report and say, oh, no, we did the investigation and we found out that there was no malice. Those two boys came to the club, did not even have entrance to get in, were looking a bit thuggish, and it is at the discretion of the bouncer to decide whether he should allow them to go in or not. Now, that is what the business is. The same way if I see you come into my business and I feel some type of way about you, I'm like, hey, this guy looks like anazaniletea tashwishi. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm just about to close. Thank you. Maybe next time. But you men are so emotional. Oh, my God. Oh, came up with all these isms. Came up with all the isms. God damn, what a waste of brains. Imagine you black motherfuckers, brilliant human beings, beautiful women, strong men, brains from here to Mexico. But you're being controlled. So the person who's controlling you, if that person had a brain this small, then you all have that brain that small. So do not allow you to be controlled by anyone. Think for yourself. Be an individual. Carry yourself, vile unataka. Anthony Kinyua says, true. Wenye walikuwa wakisema racism hawajui kitu. Wase nane wa kuchanga washike quota nje zishikie ndani. Hey! Kwani hatujui? You guys pretend like we've not gone to a club. You've seen the guys who have to bring their money together to pay entrance. These guys go and they give me 150, give me 200 here. Let's go buy a drink. Drink it quickly. So that we go get high in the club and hopefully we can buy one beer each inside. What are you going to do there, bro? It's not your place. Go to a place where you can afford. And if you cannot afford, stay in the house. It's okay. Stay in the house and watch something. I don't know what you can watch. But that money, you can rather buy bundles a whole night, watch some movies. But now you want everybody to change and accommodate your puniness. If you go somewhere where people are superior, you upgrade to where they are. Let's stop bringing the standards down to suit the people who are in the room. If you cannot elevate your standard, you're in the wrong place. Elevate. And if you cannot elevate, shut the fuck up. If you go somewhere and find people are using forks and knives, stop trying to say, oh, why are you guys so like this? You're discriminating against the ones who like to use hands. Excuse me, you're in the wrong place. Get the fuck out. What happened with the Willie Kadinya story and Shosh? What happened? Remember how you guys came out? Oh my God, Willie Kadinya! Willie Kadinya went to court, presented some evidence. Even the court was shocked. Were like, "Oi!" You know what they told the woman? Shosh? They told Shosh, get rid of that video. Get rid of that video. If I was Willie Kadinya by now, I would have sued the shit out of that bitch. But everybody went to say how Willie Kadinya is bad. Willie Kadinya lost endorsements. He was crying on Kiss Radio like a bitch. Alfred Macharia says it's called mob mentality. Yeah, it's a mob mentality where you think that if we come together, because again, remember, it's your anger that is talking. It's not your anger for alchemists. You don't give a shit. You don't care who they are. You don't care what that person is going through. You don't give a shit. It's your anger that has taken over your mind. And you're so angry that now you're blinded. And what are you angry at? You're angry that auctioneers are knocking on your door. You're angry that you've not paid Mama Fua, Mama Pima, Mama Nani. Your boss doesn't like you. You're about to be fired. You're angry at everything else. So when you find a place you can vent, a place where you can throw all that anger, you're like, here, we are throwing it here. And you know how easy it is? You can do it online. You don't have even to send a letter anymore. The times you have to send a physical letter, you write a letter. Dear nation, I write to you. I bring to your attention the fact that Andrew Kibe is an idiot. I feel that he should be cancelled because of some of the opinions that he's putting out there. Full stop. If we were all to come together in unison, one voice, and say that Andrew Kibe should no longer exist, that would actually serve the interest of the public at large. Full stop. New paragraph. What I suggest is that you print this letter in one of your dailies. Bro, so you'd have to write a whole letter in proper English, punctuations and shit. And then, ukunjeyo barua, and you know who you're addressing it to. You just don't address it to nation. You have to find out who is in nation. And then put the letter in an envelope. Leak to make sure that it sticks. Okay? And then address it properly. Go buy a stamp at the post office. Lick the stamp. Bang on the envelope. And then post it. Because the stamp was whenever they would see the stamp, they know you've paid for postage. That's what posting is. So wherever it was going, the stamp would, so if it was going to Mombasa, the stamps would be maybe 2 5-shilling stamps. Yeah? So you've bought 2 5-shilling stamps and you've written all that shit, and then now you send the letter. Now, that is one. So the letter has to travel without getting the car getting into an accident, without anything happening. The letter has to travel all the way. It will take like a week to get to the person who is supposed to get to. And that person, maybe, because bitches have always existed. They've always been bitches. Yeah. So maybe out of maybe 1 million people, there are like 30 bitches. So every week he gets 30 letters. So he's tired. He's tired of reading these 30 letters every week. But he has to, and he has to learn how to do something known as speed reading. So he takes one letter at a time. It's hard. Some letters he does not even read because it's too much. So by the time you're seeing a complaint anywhere, it has to have passed through so many channels. So when people knew that, they were like, fuck it, I'm not going to even write that letter. And you'd allow common sense to come back into your head. But right now, since you can sit in your house, in your loo, taking a shit, and write the worst thing possible, the worst thing that comes to your mind, no filter, the worst thing possible, while you're taking a shit, probably wanking at the same time, you can write the worst thing and send it somewhere. And you know very well you do not even mean it. And the whole world is going to be, yes, by the way, we need to analyze that. We are puny. We've become so puny. We've become so puny. Derek Arati says, Kibe topics zingine sio zako Kibe. Please stick to Unganovia topics. Yeah, this is one of the people we're talking about. Idiot. If you are here and you feel this topic doesn't work for you, what are you doing here? The problem is some of you have too much data. Some of you have too much Wi-Fi. Some of you are connected to your neighbor's Wi-Fi. So you think that you know anything. What do you know? Sit and learn. And if you're not learning anything, get out. That's why I even tell many people, if you're not doing anything important in campus, leave. Because you're spoiling the air for everybody else. Imagine sitting with someone who doesn't want to learn. Even that energy. You're here and you don't want to learn. What kind of energy are you bringing here? You're bringing us down with your puny energy. Where are your whips? Puny ass lambistic shit. And after 30 years, you become a motivational speaker. Well, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. The Lord is good all the time. All the time, the Lord is good. Get the fuck out of my face. I know. You see, again, let me tell you, some of you are angry because you are raised up in anger. And this I must deal with. If you don't like it, this could be your time. Yeah? Maybe stretch your hand to the phone and touch the phone. This could be your moment of liberation. That anger that you have in there was deposited by somebody else. It's not your anger. You as a person, you are probably a very nice person. Remember how you are as a child. There are endless possibilities. You had no fear. No emotions. You cried when you were hungry. Yeah, endless possibilities. When you felt pain, you are honest. Life was simple. Then you started growing up and you started learning all this bad shit around you. People started showing you all the things that are bad instead of showing you the things that are good. You grew up into this bitter person. Probably were molested as a child. So you've grown up with all this stupid shit going on in your life. And now, here you are. But you need to confront that. You need to confront this issue, this shit that has happened to you. Otherwise, what are you doing to the world? Because now you're taking a shitty human being out there and you've not dealt with that person. You're just a shitty human being and you're taking your shit to other people because you want to share the pain. Have you ever been sick and you want to share your sickness with everybody? I wish I could share my sickness with the whole world. They feel how I'm feeling because they don't think I'm serious. I do. I think that sometimes. I wish I could share my sickness with you. You guys know how bad things are. What if some people could share their pain with you? You would not survive. So deal with your shit and stop being that angry bitch that you are. That anger is killing you, bro. Go forgive your mother. Tell mother, I forgive you. You raised me to be a puny. I am weak. Go to your dad, forgive him for not being there in your life. Tell him, Dad, you are weak as fuck. Look at you. You left us. Yeah? You are unable to protect us against our mother. Some of you need to do these things, but you can't do them because now this anger is good for you, but it's eating you and eating everything around you. Look at your business. You are unable to grow that business. Your job is collapsing. People in the office, they hate you. Your studies are not going well. You become a chronic masturbator because you have concentrated everything on that anger and that misery that you like. But you start changing, and everything changes, and you start seeing life in a new light.